Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Currently filming this video in April of 2023 just to give you a time reference on the current state of things. In my opinion, the AK is one of the most popular carbines in the country and is continuing to grow in popularity every single year. This has been a rapidly growing trend over the past 5 years. So today I thought I would give you my top 10 reasons why I think the AK is so popular and will continue to gain popularity, and why I think it could possibly be your go-to rifle, something you would choose over all other variants and platforms, especially the AR-15. And guys, if you're new to the channel, think about giving us a like and a subscribe. Leave us a comment down below of what you think is the #1 reason why AKs are so popular. And if you want to support the channel, we don't do Patreon, we don't do paid ads for razors for your ball sacks, but what we do have is merch. AK themed merch. We even have some retro AR-15 themed merch. Go on thirdpinthreads.com, pick up a hat, pick up a t-shirt. It's the best way to support us, and it makes me feel good knowing that you are actually getting something for your money. Let's get back to the video. Number 1, people are bored with AR-15s and the oversaturated market surrounding it. You're noticing a lot of people are going back to carry handle ARs, quote unquote retro ARs, because I think people are just bored of the rat race, trying to chase the dragon of the most modern, most tactical, most expensive, capable AR-15 out there, because that literally changes every SHOT Show. There's something new that you gotta buy that was better than the thing that came out the year before. The AR-15, it's been like 10 years of that. It's oversaturated, it's hard to keep up, and the fact that you can buy one for like $399, that really does everything that a $3,000 AR-15 can do. At least it can be made to do that really easy because of the thousands of aftermarket products you can find for it. It's not really that special to a lot of people anymore. It's a great gun. I love ARs, but I am like you, probably watching this video, and I'm ready for something different. It's the main reason I got into AKs from the get-go. I was just flat out bored of the AR-15. Number 2, AKs are easy to use and maintain. I know some people might not agree that they are easy to use, but if you have grown up only shooting ARs or other guns, it can be a little shocking to the system when you pick up an AK for the first time because it is very different to operate. However, with just a little bit of time dedicated to learning, practicing, training, whatever on the AK, you'll really grow to understand and appreciate that it is very simple. That also carries over to maintenance. You have 3 large components once you disassemble an AK: your recoil spring, the bolt, and carrier. These pieces are large and difficult to lose, and overall extremely easy to keep clean. Not that you need to clean these things often. Disassembly and reassembly can be learned within 5 minutes. You can honestly teach it to anyone. It's very easy. Once you've done it a couple times, that's really all it takes. Number 3, AK stereotypes being proven untrue, aka FUD lore. We've all heard the myths growing up that AKs are cheap, commie garbage, they're inaccurate, cheaply made, and it's the gun of the enemy. I know that's what I heard all the time growing up. Well, those myths have not aged well. Thanks to newer generations and the internet, we've learned that a lot of what we thought we knew about the AK was more so based on emotion than it was real factual data. Guys like Jim Fuller, channels like 9-Hole Reviews and Mishiko are huge when it comes to this point. People like that have really made us forget what we thought we knew and really relearn actual data about the AK. That is turning a lot of people onto the platform. Number 4, American-made AKs. Yes, whether you like it or not, love them or hate them, American-made AKs, specifically because of the availability and more so the price that they're selling these things for, are getting a lot of people into AKs that never paid attention to them before. People are walking into gun shops and seeing AKs on the shelf for $600, $700, $800 tops for an American variant, and that's really pushing a lot of people over the edge into trying one for the first time. Regardless of what we feel deep down inside about quality or how much we really covet those imports, imports are not getting new AK people into the hobby. It's the American-made variants strictly because of the price. Before you leave a comment, yes, Zastavas are sometimes in that price range, but more often than not, it's the American AKs right now luring people in. Number 5, 5.56 AKs have become so popular, a lot of people are deciding that it's okay to get into AKs knowing that they don't have to buy new ammo other than what their AR-15s are already taking. It's very easy AK to get into. All you're really looking for are new mags. The good thing about NATO AKs that's really pushing people over the edge is just knowing that that ammo will never go away in this country. So if they really end up liking the platform, at least they will always be able to shoot it without having a hard time finding the ammo or paying a lot of money if they can find that ammo, which is a big problem with 5.45 and 7.62 right now. Number 6, trade shows and events highlighting AKs. I am definitely noticing a trend at SHOT Show and NRA for the past few years where the booths featuring new AK variants or some really cool AK products are really starting to get a lot of attention. More and more people are filming at these booths, pumping out more videos and reviews. It seems like the excitement at these large trade shows is really there for the AK specific stuff, really any AK stuff. Because it's so fresh and so new, people are really anxious to film it. And those videos seem to do really well online, showing me that the interest is there. We also have the big events that have sprung up over the past several years. Red October, Kalash Bash, Kalashnikon, Thunder on the Tundra. These are huge events that hundreds of people are coming out to immerse themselves in AK culture. Yes, there is such a thing. All of this has built a lot of hype over the past few years, and I think plays a huge role in why the platform is gaining popularity. Number 7, the Corona ammo shortage. During this time, 9mm and 5.56 was so expensive and hard to find, there were dudes literally waiting in line in front of academies from like 5 a.m. just to try to overpay for some ammo before the shelves were wiped clean. The crazy thing was, during that time, steel case 7.62x39 and 5.45, not only did it not raise in price quickly at all, but it stayed on the shelves. People caught on to this. Dudes were literally going to buy AKs that they never even thought about buying before just so they could afford to shoot during that difficult time. Whether you like it or not, it's not the best reason in the world, but it caused a lot of people to buy their first AK. And even though people were buying these out of necessity, it caused a rapid increase in AK popularity practically overnight. Number 8, you knew this was coming, reliability. Some people do blow the AK reliability out of proportion a little bit, but for the most part, AKs are some of the most reliable carbines one could ever hope to find. In my personal experience, I've owned all different types of guns. An AK is the one gun I would absolutely trust my life to. If push came to shove, if I ever had to get into a scenario like that, it would be an AK through and through. There is a reason so many different guns adopt rock and lock mags and long stroke gas piston systems. It is extremely tried and true reliability that people are looking for, and that's why they choose those options. Number 9, aftermarket. For the longest time, it was so hard to get good quality parts for an AK. I mean, 10 years ago, you had Tapco and that was about it. But right now, you live in the best of times for AK aftermarket support, and that really makes it kind of fun to own one. Knowing that you can go get an AK and find just about anything that you need for it to, customize it or fit it to your needs really eases you into buying one. It makes it very easy to live with knowing that that support is there. On that same note, if you need any gunsmithing done, there are so many good, qualified gunsmiths that know the AK platform specifically, which is a big deal if you want work done on one. They're everywhere. It makes it very fun to be into the AK as well as easy to live with. And finally, number 10, AKs offer a unique shooting experience. They're just fun. AKs are flat out fun gun to runs, especially when you get good at them. Sometimes it's a very rowdy experience, but you're never going to go to the range and be bored when you're shooting an AK. I think you guys can back me up on this. Kind of like when you learn how to drive a stick shift, right? And you want to have fun with a vehicle. Most people would say stick shifts are way more fun and involved to drive than an automatic. AKs give me that same feeling, and because there are more steps and they're a bit more manual to operate, when you do run one and run it good, it is very rewarding. It's a very rewarding feeling to make an AK do exactly what you want it to do. Because AR15's, honestly, and this is a point for the AR, they are so easy to run, it's almost kind of boring. There's no rowdiness to it. An AK makes for a very fun shooting experience and is honestly my number one reason why I am into them. Shooting to me is not just to have a gun that is the most modern and the most capable. Shooting to me is the most fun hobby that I do. I go to the range to not only learn how to shoot and defend myself if I ever had to do that, but for me, it is fun. I don't want to go to the range and be bored. I want to go to the range and have a good time. And AKs, I always go back to them, man. I buy different variants all the time. I buy different AR-15s all the time, but man, I still go back to the AK because at the end of the day, your time is very valuable. I know mine is. And if I'm going to spend my time at the range, I want to have a good time doing it, and an AK will always deliver. So, if you're tired of the same old and you want to try something new, I think that is a very good reason why you should try an AK. It's different, it's fun, and it's super rewarding to shoot well. That's it. That's my top 10. Those are the reasons why I think the AK is gaining so much popularity and why I think it could potentially be your #1 go-to carbine. I think it has a lot to love and it's got a lot of really great features, man. If there were a wild card to this list, if we want to have an imaginary number 11 and call this a top 11 list, I think AKs are sexy to look at, but I know that is not everyone's cup of tea. Some people just don't like the way they look. That's why I didn't want to put this on the list, but to me, AKs look freaking sick. So let's go ahead and call this the top 11. I do appreciate you watching this video. If you agree or disagree with anything I listed here, make sure you hit me down in the comments. I try to answer a lot of them if I have time. That's a great place to talk about what you think is the #1 reason why AKs are becoming extremely popular and why you think an AK could be your new go-to rifle compared to an AR-15 or something else. Anyway, if you want to support the channel, go by thirdpinthreads.com. Pick up a hat, pick up a t-shirt. I greatly appreciate that. We always have new stuff hitting the website, and we will definitely see you next time.